Real niggas know where that's from. Top 5, top 5, top 5. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerio back in another video, back in another reaction. Today we got Tales of Toronto, the crazy story of top 5. Let's get to it. Let's do it, baby. We might split this in two videos though because it's like 38 minutes
in Toronto. But growing up in jungle,
he said, come on.
He encountered several ups and downs throughout his life. From losing his brother to gun violence to going on the run for nearly a year, his story is one for the books. So without further ado, let's dive into the trials and tribulations of Top 5 and discover how he became Toronto's most hated rapper alive.
U.S. authorities don't identify.
Hey, look, check it out though. I was scrolling on Instagram. It's probably like 2 weeks ago, and I think Drake tried to get Top 5 to do a song with Doobie. How do y'all feel about that? Like, do you feel like they should say, "F what's going on in the streets. Let's grow up, be grown men about this. Let's just get this money. We ain't gotta be cool, but we can be cordial"? Or do they be like, okay, we got folks that died behind this. If these folks would never die behind this, we know how they felt about the other side. Okay, forget what they talking about. Let's just keep it to where we stay over here and they stay over there. How do y'all feel? Do you feel like it's wrong for them to go get money with some ops? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? How y'all feel? Let me know in the comment section down below. Because, like, me personally, I feel like, I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like you could be grown about it. I just feel like you should make your money and I should make mine. We shouldn't cock block. We shouldn't get in the way of none of that. Do what you do. I do what I do. I don't care what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like sitting in the same room or really coming together, I just feel like I wouldn't do that personally.
But they say Canadian investigators were able to use more surveillance
though.
video to track that car and identify
that don't mean I can't be cordial
in the back seat. They say that was Hassan Ali.
Authorities
when I say cordial, I mean just
revenge for the 2017 killing of Ali's brother, Syed Ali, known as Foolish. Adding, Ali subsequently discussed killing people in retaliation for his brother's death on public social media posts, including one less than 3 days before the murder.
We can mix for swine and cat like I'm just being honest. Spin your block with Larry. Someone's getting buried. The way we do this. We so
then you gonna clog your stuff up on there, bro. I remember that. That's little TJ ain't that?
To protect herself from malware.
I remember watching that video in school.
Without getting fished.
That boy Top 5 really pressed TJ.
24-year-old Hassan Ali, better known by his stage name Top 5, is a Toronto drill artist reigning from Lawrence Heights, aka Jungle. It's the same jungle that Drake referenced in his 2015 song, dedicated to a girl he was seeing in the neighborhood.
Trust me, girl, this shit is everything.
Bird.
She from the jungle. She from the jungle.
That is crazy, G. Look, bro, I'm one of the biggest Drake fans. I used to be in Miss McAfee class. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Anyway, she was the computer teacher. I used to be up in there trying to get Drake albums and stuff. Cause you know how Drake albums, like, you can't get that mug free for nothing. I ain't got no change to get that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm back there trying to download that mug hot. So I remember I'm listening to this full album. I'm listening to all of them, actually. The hardest one to get was Views. But it's crazy how all this stuff ties in. Like, I didn't even know he was talking about the jungle and all that.
It's the same jungle that was once home to Olympic gold medalist Donovan Bailey. However, it is also the same jungle that was once the scene of 7 separate shooting incidents that occurred over a 2-week period. You see, crime and gang activity aren't uncommon in this blighted neighborhood.
Man,
in fact, this level of criminality was occurring since 2006, the same year Toronto police would establish the controversial Tavis unit in an effort to deter the crime, which locals say only made it worse. It wouldn't be until 2015, nearly a decade later, when city leaders and the police chief would make real efforts in revitalizing the troubled neighborhood. But for some residents, the damage was already done.
Ain't they Somalian over there? Ain't Somalian like a big chunk of the ethnicity in Toronto or Canada? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Originally from Somalia, Top 5's parents immigrated to Jungle, specifically Varna Drive, before the infamous 12-year-long Somali rebellion could begin. By the year 2000, his mother would have given birth to 10 children, 4 of them being boys. The oldest was Yusuf, aka Reno. Next up was Saeed, aka Foolish. Then came Ahmed. Then the youngest of the bunch, Top 5 was born.
I can't do that, G. Fuck out of here. 10 brothers, bro, it's crazy. 10 brothers and sisters is crazy. I died having one. You gotta wait for the bathroom. You gotta share every goddamn meal. It's like, bro, you get hand-me-downs galore. There's always somebody talking in your face, playing around, hitting you. I can't deal, bro. I would have to ask my mama, like, I gotta go to my grandma's, bro. Literally. And make it even worse, because, like, when your mama go to work, you gotta be over there. Because, like, I remember I used to be around my cousins. We always go to grandma's house. I used to be irritated by them little niggas. You feel me? So, like, just having 10 people.
During their formative years,
so
the four brothers took a keen interest in basketball. The oldest brother, Yusuf, played at the collegiate level with Seneca College, where he led the team to a national championship, then ended his career at Ryerson University. Saeed was a hooper as well, but he didn't play with as much intensity and was more of a class clown, hence the nickname Foolish. Top 5 was also a decent baller. Despite standing at 5 feet 5 inches, his ball skills are what earned him the moniker Top 5 because he was top 5 within his age group.
He just built weird as hell for him to be a hooper. He just gave a nigga a bucket though. He just built weird as hell though. Ooh, that boy on that magic timing, baby.
When it came to pure skill, however, Ahmed was a different story. For those who were keeping up with Toronto's high school basketball scene during 2015, some may recognize him as the kid that dropped 103 points in a single game.
Hoop dreams are coming true in Toronto after a high school basketball player hit rare air. Point guard Ahmed Ali led his team to victory this week, becoming just the second Canadian player ever to score more than 100 points.
So you talking about Canadian, bitch? You be talking about around the world. He scored 103. That nigga scored more than what's his name? Will goddamn Chamberlain. And let me tell you about Will Chamberlain. His shit ain't real. Let me break it down for y'all. I did my research. How come you can find every goddamn other highlight reel of Will Chamberlain doing something great, right? But then when it comes to that 100-point game, you just got that one picture of him. I don't think, is that real? But anyways, where's the video at? Until I see video proof of that man scoring 100 points, he ain't got the thing. It's going to be Kobe Bryant, because if you go under, who scored more than that? Kobe Bryant. So Kobe Bryant has the most points scored in an NBA game ever. But this man right here scored 103, so he is the greatest scorer of all time.
How did you do this? You had 30 points after the first
Like,
quarter.
you going against some scrubs if you scoring 103.
All of this happened.
Like, did they switch? Like, what happened?
The coach was telling me, he was telling the whole team to like get me going, like feed the hot hand, and then from there, I seen the team give me the ball. I made like 4 threes in a row. When I came on halftime, I had 12 points coming out of in the third quarter, like straight. I just knew it was gonna be a special night, and we're talking about Denham Brown numbers. Me and the coach.
I gotta go look at the stats, bro. I want to see how much he scored in a quarter.
111.
111.
Yeah, I was thinking about Kobe 81, but then, man, that was a night.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
He became the second Canadian high school basketball player to score more than 100 points in a game, with Denham Brown putting up 111 back in 2002. According to North Pole Hoops, Ahmed, who they ranked as one of the top 50 Canadian high schoolers in 2015, hit an absurd 23 threes, 5 of which were from half court. On top of that, he did it all shooting 50 to 60% from the field. The historic feat made news across the continent, and it even inspired Drake to wear his jersey on stage during his Summer 16 tour. Most are probably assuming this is how Drake and Top 5 got linked up, but prior to the historic game, Top 5 had already caught the eye of the global superstar in a rather unique way.
Come on with that. In the middle of a video, bro. She getting him that word. Top 5. Don Baker.
It all started in 2013 at the end of the first annual OVO Bounce tournament when former NBA player Brandon Jennings took his shirt off. Top 5 was in the crowd and went to take a pic with Jennings, but he decided to take his shirt off as well resulting in this iconic photo op that would go viral. In an interview with former Vice News reporter Slava Patsuk, Top 5 was quoted saying, "We posted that pic, and since that day, it's been hashtag shirt off shawty." The shirt off shawty era was an iconic moment in Toronto's history, as over the course of the next 2 years, Top 5 would continue the shirtless trend with other celebs, including Drake, who he managed to build a rapport with pretty quickly.
You take a shirt off anymore.
He did that aggressive.
Oh, that one's killer.
Just by taking his shirt off and photobombing celebrities,
Look at that
Top 5
profile
managed to
picture.
gain a couple
Funny as hell,
thousand
bro.
followers on Instagram, and by the summer of 2014, he
Shirt
would
off,
begin to
shawty.
capitalize on his
Fat
newfound fame.
gmail.com.
I said, shirt off, shawty.
Shirt off shot.
I said, shirt off, shawty.
August 12th, 2014, Top
Who is
5
that with
released
him?
his debut single, Shirt Off Shawty. The now deleted video rose to roughly 2,000 views in the first few days until it burned out to only a few daily visits. With it being Top 5's debut and how small Toronto's underground rap scene was at the time, these numbers
So when
shouldn't
it
be a
started getting
surprise
jumping?
to anyone. But 4
What
months
year?
later, on December 12th, Drake would post one picture to his Instagram account, ultimately changing the trajectory of the video's success.
Bro, have
overnight.
Drake, I ain't gonna lie, like, have Drake always been, like, pulling y'all with him? Like, have he always been putting y'all, you know what I'm saying, carrying y'all up? Like, I don't want to say carrying y'all, but I'm saying, like, basically, like, bringing y'all up with him. You know what I'm saying? How he up and he doing good. Do he ever, like, because I know he shout out y'all, but, like, being a kid, like, listening to his music is different now. You know what I'm saying? Than being grown. So, like, I will have to go back and really listen to all the lyrics of Drake's song. Drake's songs, damn freaking fried, bro. Of Drake's songs to find out him shot. I'm done, bro. I'm done. Don't smoke, kids.
This
Don't
low-quality
smoke,
flick,
kids.
captioned back in the 6th, word to Top
Don't watch the
5,
video,
shows Drake watching Top 5's debut song. The picture hit 50,000 likes in less than 24 hours, while the music video's view count broke
That boy hitting
40,000
meals
the
now.
next day. Now, what I think makes Top 5 stand out from the rest of Toronto's rap scene is his business mindset.
Yeah,
I'm
with
sure we all
everybody.
can think of a couple artists who had their little one-hit wonder and fell off the face of the planet the
I
next
do.
day. And I'm sure we can also think of a couple people who got put on by the biggest artists in the world, such as Drake, and still dropped the ball. Well, Top
Drake ain't
5
put on
was
by
a
the biggest
unique
dude in the world.
situation.
What the
At
hell you
just
talking about,
16
dude?
years old, he had both a viral song and the attention of the biggest artist in the world. Being a kid raised in jungle, with little to no experience in the music industry, I'm sure most thought Top 5 was just another kid getting his 15 minutes of fame. But little
I need
did
to go
they
look
know,
at this song
he
because I
had a
want to see what the
blueprint
hell they jumping up and down to. They look lit. Top 5 look like a little kid though. No cap.
Keep motivated.
I'm top 5.
Top 5.
Shirt off.
Shirt off.
The Hall of Fame.
April 22nd, 2015.
Shout out.
Just 4 months after Drake's shout out, Top 5 would drop out of high school and dive into the music industry at full force. With Wasp Gang rapper Robin Banks, who was the frontrunner for Toronto's underground rap scene at the time, Top 5 released his first
Right on the street, Robin Banks was y'all Chief Keef. Boy, they said Robin Banks had it in the chokehold. That's crazy.
hit song. Sitting at more than 2 million views, Hall of Fame set a standard for the scene that year, as following its release, several artists from around the city would follow up with bangers of their own, seeing similar success.
81 shots on your block.
Moji, Smoke Dogg, still.
Like you know, real nigga like
Who is that?
can't hold me.
Why you dancing like that? Smiling, y'all love my religion. Oh, reaction to this. I remember this. Mercy on the Future.
2015 was undoubtedly a huge stepping stone for Toronto's underground rap scene, with videographers Aaron Works and Ham Productions playing a vital role in the success as well. For Top 5, however, he continued to separate himself from the rest. Alongside Robin Banks, they went international, taking their talents to the UK and performing at several sold-out events. Going into 2016, I think we all can agree the flame in Toronto kept burning, and if anything, it got stronger.
Yo, what y'all? Bring that
How much they
shit
charging
back.
for a show?
My shirt off on any block. My shirt off on any block. My shirt off on any block.
Arguably,
what song
Toronto's
is
best
that?
year, not just musically, but as a whole, 2016 kicked off with a bang. On January...
in the comment sections down below, let me know what's the original song to that. I ain't gonna lie, he just went crazy though. He said, my shirt off on any block.
It got stronger.
Yo, what y'all? Bring that shit back. My shirt off on any block.
That boy Drake in there.
My shirt off on any block. My shirt off on any block.
I ain't gonna lie, he went crazy right there.
Arguably, Toronto's best year, not just musically, but as a whole, 2016 kicked off with a bang. On January
we gonna go to 20 minutes.
Top 5 would release his hit song, Shirt Off on Any Block. The track was so hard, even Toronto police couldn't help but play it.
Merch. What the heck? Ain't no way.
3 months later, Drake released his highly anticipated album, Views, with songs like One Dance, Controller, and Hotline
Great
Bling.
album, bro.
The Grammy-nominated album delivered countless summer classics, including this gem of a bar. For an album that sold more than 1 million units in its first week, the cosign was huge. But in usual top 5 fashion, he capitalized on the moment and went on interviews with major networks like Noisy and MTV, where he allowed fans to get a more personal look at his life.
About though. That's crazy.
I'm not a Toronto-based artist, I'm a jungle-based artist. Come from the jungle, we had nothing, so we turned nothing to something. Toronto, a lot of guys have the same sound. Jungle, we have our own sound. The only thing in the game sounds like top.
At this point, I'm finna just say forget the original one.
Talk about it every day.
And just, cause I can't remember it, bro.
Since meeting Drake, I've been getting a lot of girls to take the shit off. Started rapping, I didn't know I was gonna blow up.
I Millie Rock on Any Block. That's what that is.
Get my mom out the hood.
Hey man, top 5, that's your song actually, cause that song trash.
Our cars have always
Millie
had
Rock
great
song.
range and great dynamics. Then
That was like a dancing song anyway, so
functionality
yeah.
that you have in a typical
Top 5 did the best.
At this point, things were only going up for top 5. He was breaking barriers most of the scene were afraid to get close to. But as we all know, when it comes to the Tales of Toronto series,
and what's crazy is, I did not know how like there's so many shows that go down in Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like I be on Instagram and just seeing like the amount of shows and like even like y'all rappers be going to Rolling Loud. Y'all got Rolling Loud Toronto. I did not know that. You know what I'm saying? It be lit and packed. You feel me? But like it's just crazy to be seeing that type of shit though. And the fact that like some of y'all be you know what I'm saying, coming into the States. Which Presser, what do you got going on, bro? I seen you taking a picture of your jeans and it was real zesty. But other than that, we ain't gonna speak on no other stuff. But I said we was gonna go to 20 minutes, but we at 19 minutes. So I think I'm gonna let y'all go. But y'all stay tuned for part 2 though. We're gonna get that out soon. It's been your boy Gerio. Go.